A few pixels, a single weapon skin in Counter-Strike 2 that can mean thousands of real dollars. For years, players called it the digital gold rush, an economy built on color, rarity, and status. But in 2025, the market that once made people rich began to collapse, and what started as excitement turned into anxiety, panic, and loss. This is the story of how the CS2 economy rose from a simple cosmetic feature into a billion-dollar phenomenon, and how its crash revealed the darker side of digital wealth. It started quietly in 2013. Valve introduced weapon skins just for the looks. But when they opened the Steam marketplace, a simple trade became something more. Suddenly, players could sell skins for real money, and an informal economy was born. As rarity tiers appeared, some patterns, like the Dragon Lore or the Blue Gem, they became digital legends. Communities formed around trading, tracking float values, and finding the perfect pattern. What began as a cosmetic hobby turned into a speculation, with early traders flipping $2 skin for hundreds of dollars. Valve did not plan a stock market, but the players did. By 2021, the CSGO skin market was at its peak. Lockdowns kept players online, and influencers turned case opening into content. Prices climbed, not just because of rarity, but because of belief. Investors called skins the safe crypto. Collectors tracked every update, every new cases. Some people's inventories became their portfolio. Tens of thousands of dollars stored in digital knives. Valve's hands-off approach allowed this to grow naturally, or dangerously, depending on who you ask. Then came the change. On October the 23rd, 2025, Valve released a patch for CS2 that upended the market. The update extended the trade-up contract. Players could now exchange 5 covert tiers for a guaranteed knife or glove. The effect? Premium knives and gloves lost 40 to 70% of their value within hours. Market cap dropped from an estimated $6 billion to somewhere between $4.2 to $3 billion in a matter of days. Traders watched years of virtual profit vanish in days. Discord servers were filled with charts, theories, frustration. Some blame Valve's silence, others blame hype. But the truth was simpler. Every market that rises without limits eventually falls. For many high-tier collectors, what once felt like a hedge or an investment turned into a warning sign. When the rules changes, so does your assets. So, where does the market stand now? After the tumble, the skin economy has shown signs of rebound. Market trackers note a recovery to around 75% of pre-crash levels, from around $3.2 billion to $4.7 billion. But recovery doesn't mean return to business as usual. The market has bifurcated. The losers? High-end knives and gloves whose value dropped sharply and are unlikely to return to former peaks anytime soon. The winners? Colored redskins and lower-tier items which surge in value because they became the new crafting currency. For example, a previously $5 covert went to around $40 after the update. Meanwhile, a sought-after knife that had sold for thousands of dollars lost half its value. So, what does this mean for traders and players? Holding high-tier items are now higher risk. Buying lower and mid-tier skins may offer values, but one must treat them like a speculative assets, not a guaranteed gains. The message is clear. In a market controlled by a central publisher, rule changes matter more than hype. The era of skins always go up is over. Behind the numbers were real people. For some, these skins weren't just pixels, they were savings, pride, and identity. When values collapsed, many felt more than financial loss. They felt loss of status, purpose, and even control. While we can't identify every person affected, community posts show stories of anxiety, regret, and broken expectations. This isn't meant to sensationalize, but to highlight that digital economies are not detached from human lives. What can we learn? Markets with real money stakes can crash, especially when the underlying rules change. Speculation breeds risk. When you treat skins like investment, you're exposed. And rules matters more than belief. If the issuer, in this case Valve, changes mechanics, values can turn overnight. Mental health and perspective matters. If you're watching and you ever feel overwhelmed, whether by losses or pressure, remember, you are not alone. Talk to someone. It's just a game at the end of the day. Markets recover. Prices change. But the lesson stays. The CS2 skin economy showed how imagination and money can intertwine, and how quickly they can unravel. In the end, these are still pixels. Beautiful, rare, valuable only because we decided that they are. And the most valuable thing any of us can have isn't in our inventory. As the market evolves, one thing is certain. The rules will keep changing. So if you play, trade, collect, do it with clarity, caution, and a sense of what truly matters.